Okanje sanwala ni solo. Okanje sanwala ni solo. Okanje samwahu ni solo. Okanje samwego ni solo. Oleze aye jesan. Oleze madaveve. Oleze ni kwa miole ki ole jesan. Ole nya san okanje san aisan. Za.
Hello viewers all over the world. Today we are in the kingdom of Irua, precisely in Ubohari. And we came to meet a high chief, who understands the history of ESAN, the history of Irua, and the history and the importance of KOLA and its breaking and all that. Today we are here to find out some hidden truths that have not been available to very many people. You see, people have been having a kind of misconception, misunderstanding on what exactly Irua is to ESAN land. And you see, if we don't know our history, we are bound to suffer a repeat of what is bad to us, and maybe in the future we'll face the consequences. This is the reason we are so happy today that we have someone who is versed in all those history, culture, and tradition, who will be opening so many closed doors to us, closed doors against knowledge that have been closed, that will be opened for you and I to tap from the wealth of wisdom that are imbibed in him. Your host, Sunday Aimare Inegbeduse, will be doing the anchoring along with my co-presenter,
Osara Juice.
Yeah. So today we'll be doing justice to what we just said. Now, before we start, the first thing is to do our formal introduction. Sir, we are so happy having you with us here today, sir. We'll be glad to you self-introduction, sir. The first thing is your self-introduction.
My names are High Chief Thomas Agemelo Omohimoria, the Ojiewolo of Irua Kingdom.
Thank you very much, sir. My High Chief. Yeah, sir, I want us to start with the history of Irua. Give us a brief history, or give us the total breakdown of how Irua came to ESAN, sir.
Now, Irua started as far back as 1399 when the ESAN name started. The seventh Oba Udagbedo lost his first son those days and called up all Benin to come and join him to mourn the dead child. Then there is also law that time which the Oba introduced, that when they are mourning the dead son, nobody should do sex a woman, even his wife. Nobody should be eating at random unless he's giving order to eat. The moat surrounding Benin. In those days, Benin was somehow a surrounding area by a moat valley. So he ordered that people will be sending there to till it down. The moat surrounding Benin, they will be tilling it, removing the sand. So he gave this law. He said the laws will last for 3 years before the mourning of the child ended. Those people in Benin who cannot cope with the law, who cannot be able to follow up with the law, deserted Benin. They started to run away from Benin. Eventually, those who ran to the bush, a stubborn man impregnated his wife at this period. Then a report went to Oba that somebody has impregnated his wife, which is forbidden this time because we are mourning, according to the law. Oba then ordered them to go and bring the man with the wife. So when they came, this man and the woman took their heels and began to run away and jump over the fence, that is, crossing the moat surrounding Benin. That is why today Benin say ESAN. They came to tell Oba that the man has jumped over the fence. That is, the man has entered the bush by crossing the moat. That is what we in Benin today telling ESAN. So this man and his wife started walking day in and day out, night and days. They begin to run for their life until they reach this place where they are now called Irua. When they got to this part of ESAN now, they slept in the night. There was a palm tree which was ripe. So the seeds were falling down. When they slept, when daybreak, they discovered that the palm tree under which they slept is ripe, and they got the seeds. When they look at the seeds, they say, this place is very fertile. They will dwell in this place. Then this man started to erect shade, doing structure. He told the wife, they will no more be passing here, they will be here. So they were there. While this woman is under consumption. After some time, this woman delivered a man. And when this woman delivered, they now sent for them to come home, that the 3 years has ended, they should come home. Yes, they come back to Benin. And the man now gave the child a name, Irua. Irua, I'm no more coming. Okay. That is how Irua name. Irua. Okay. Urua, Irua. So when this man, when the wife born, he named the child Irua. When they were asking to come back to Benin, that the period of mourning has ended, the man refused to go back to Benin. He named his child Irua. Irua, that is how Irua name started. Irua. Irua, man. Then they started to live. Living. After some time, they now say Urua. When a white man came in 1900, when the Europeans, colonial, they started come to Isha in 1900, they now say Irua, Opogi, Ubiaga, Ubiaza, Ubiaga, Upozi, Opogi.
Because you couldn't pronounce it very well.
Yes, Egu. Ehale, Egu. Ogwaha, Ugboha. Ebolo Kimi, Ewo him. Ebo isa. Ewo sa. They started, the European started to change the names. They changed IRRUA to IRRUA. That is how IRRUA is called today, IRRUA. It's IRRUA or IRRUA. So that is how IRRUA came.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. We are so happy for this deep explanation. When Irua came from Benin and settled in the area they are today, did they meet another people in Irua or around the area when they came?
There was no other town that time. Irua is the first to come to Irua.
Meaning, by extension, Irua is the first kingdom to come to ESAN land?
Irua is the first kingdom to come to ESAN, as we are now. ESAN name started 1399 when Oba said, by the running away of that man who is now, who was called Irua now.
Okay.
That the ESAN name started.
Okay.
There was no other kingdom that time in ESAN.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, sir. So from the picture you've given now, we are being told that Irua is the first kingdom to come to ESAN land,
Exactly.
meaning they are the senior in ESAN.
Yes.
So good. Now, sir, the next question I want to ask now is this. Kola nut, why is it so important in ESAN culture?
This kola nut is so much important because the respect of kola came from Oba. Now, in 1720, Oba sent for the whole king of ESAN that he invited the whole Onogi Ogbeka, Oba Ogbeka. I told you that ESAN name started when Irua born a child. ESAN name started from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Then during Oba Ogbeka, he invited all the Eniges in ESAN. So the Eniges in ESAN went to Benin for the invitation. But the Ogiruwa today, who is now the Okajesa, was late in the meeting. He was late to go to the meeting. He was very late. When the Onoge got there, Ogere, number 4 Onoge. Number 4 Onoge. Now, he was very late to the meeting. When he got to the meeting, he met that all the Eniges in ESAN sat down already. And they look at him at the parlor where they were sitting. There was no chance for him to sit down. So the Oba's messenger was bringing something from the Oba's parlor for him to sit down as the last Onoge to come. When the Okiwogere came to the parlor where the Enige sat down, there was no chance for him. The Oba's messenger brought He was bringing, when he brought the seat, an onoge from ESAN got up and he took it from him. He took the seat from Obasi messenger and he went apart. The onoge put the car apart. When the onoge from the palo took the car, the seat from Obasi messenger, he put it, he carried the car and apart a little far from where they are gathering, he go and put it on the top of somehow on the top of a high table, just a high place. He put the car there. They now told the Irua, go there and sit. Go and sit on that car. They are now saying on that car, while they are on the palo. So the Irua went there and he sit on the car. So Oba now brought food. He was bringing food to them to eat. Now, when he brought the food, water was followed to wash your hand before eating. An onoge from ESAN got up, took the water from the messenger, the water that he was bringing to the gathering. He took the water. He went to where the Irua was sitting down. He said, wash your hand. Irua now dipped his hand into the water and washed his hand. Before they took the water to others to wash their hand. Then the food was brought to the Irua. Irua now opened the food, prayed for the food, and started to eat. Then they all washed their hand and started to eat that food. After finishing eating the food, Oba now brought KOLA to them to pray for him and pray for anybody of who are there. When Oba brought this KOLA, there was an argument over the KOLA, who will break the KOLA. As a result, they were even ready to fight. This onoge will say, I'm the senior. This onoge will say, I'm the senior. This onoge will say, I'm the senior. As a result of a serious quarreling, a serious argument between them, as a result of that, Oba left his seat inside the palo and came to meet them. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Oba now came to ask. They now told Oba, the KOLA you have brought, that it makes them to argue over who will break it. This man say is the senior, this man say is the senior. So that is why they are arguing. Oba, who was so vigilant, Oba now asked them, who is that man? That man sitting apart from you. Who is that man? That man, is he here among you people? Is he here an onoge? Who is that man sitting afar? They say, now Irua. They told Oba Irua that it's among them. That is the Irua. Oba say, okay, send the KOLA to him. said the KOLA to him to break the KOLA. He's a very, very respectful man, very patient, and he does not argue anything. He has a very personality. Send the KOLA to him to break the KOLA. And the KOLA was sent to Odoge of Irua. He break the KOLA and he pray for Oba, pray for the all niggas, pray for everybody, and pray for himself. Then he now break the KOLA. Oba now told them, from today, this Irua is your leader. Is now Okajesan of ESAN land, Okalonijesan of ESAN land. So nobody should challenge him. Oba now confirmed the title to him that day. So that is why today Irua become the Okajesan who breaks the KOLA in ESAN land.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you so
That
much.
is how breaking of KOLA come to Irua.
Okay, so arrange again now. Arrange. Yeah, sir. Thank you very much for that illustration. The next one now, I guess, is how did the king come to Irua land, sir?
How the Irua come to Irua as Onogie?
Yeah.
In 1440, Oba Eware sent Amilele of Boka from Benin to come and protect ESAN now, because the Auki now, they were called Kukuruku before. It is of recent they now called Auki, Esako. They were called Kukuruku. The Kukuruku wanted to come and eliminate the ESAN here. When Oba acknowledged that they are his children who came to form ESAN, Oba now wanted to come and protect them. He sent Amilele, because Amilele was a hero in Benin. Warmonger, he was a hero. So he told Amilele to come and protect the ESAN now from Irua. Then, because the Oba knows that his brother formed ESAN. Now, Amilele, Idigba said, Amilele is his brother, he cannot go alone. Idigba followed Amilele, Omorware followed Amilele, Ona followed Amilele, Ogu, who was the founder of Urum, followed Amilele. Ire followed Amilele. Ekpe followed Amilele. So they said, Idigba senior Amilele. Idigba said he cannot leave his brother alone to go to the war. All these people followed Amilele for the war. But Isarien told Amilele, as you are going to this war, don't pass grassland. If you pass grassland, you will not win the war. But if you do not pass grassland, you will win the war. So when they came to Irua now, they were following where Usugbenu is now. When they followed it there, they met grassland between Usugbenu and Dumaza, Urumi. So they could not follow there. Idigba, who senior Amilele, erected the shade, a place now called Idigba. Idigba put the shade there and told Amilele to go and follow another place. If you are hungry, you are looking for food, you are looking for water to drink, come and take water from here. So Idigba could not follow them again and erected the shade, the structure there, called Idigba today. So Amilele came to follow this Egu side, which is now Egu side. They followed that they could no more meet grassland. They now met the war and conquered them. Amilele won the war, conquered the Kukuruku, who were trying to come and eliminate the ESAN that time. Very young ESAN that time. So when Amilele won this war, they said you will now be the king of Irua. So Amilele was sick and died. When he died, Amese was his senior son. Amese, when Amilele was sick, Amese went to Benin to be crowned. As they said, Amilele will be now the king of Irua. They told Amese, have your father died? He said it's a quarter to die, but they drove him out. They said until your father died before you become a king. Okay. So Amese now forcibly left Benin with Ananias and came home to Irua here. Where Unogbo is today, Amese went there to build a camp where they called Unogbo today in Irua. When the Amilele built a camp there, he was there before Amilele died. When Amilele died, they now sent to Amese to come and take over the king of Irua. Amese refused through Ananias. He sent his brother, Etagaifi. He told Etagaifi, go to Benin to take the chieftaincy as Onogi of Irua. He can no more go again. But when you go, when they crown you as a chief, all the emblems, all what they give you there to become Onogi of Irua, send them to him. Amazing. To bless you. Go. So Etagaifi now went to Benin for Onogiship. When he got to Benin, they crowned him as the Ogiru of Irua and give him Ada, emblems, all the Achewa, who go home, that's the feather. All those emblems of a king, they gave to Etagaifi. They said, go, you are now the Ogirua of Irua. When Etagaifi came, he sent these things to Amese, the senior brother. Amese now blessed him. Pray for long life and pray for him as the Ogirua of Irua. And that is why today, Ogirua send all those things to Amese when he becomes a king. That we don't forget to do that. When anybody and the next Onogi comes to the throne, he must send all those things to Amese at Unogbo for blessing and prayers.
Okay, those things they brought from Benin.
Yes.
Okay.
So Onogi must go and pay it to activate. That is Amese. Okay. Up till now. So that is how the breaking of KOLA, how the Onogi
came to Irua land. Meaning Amese was supposed to be the king, but he gave it to Etagaifi. Then he now gave instruction. Etagaifi should always come to him for blessing, maybe before anything.
Bring all those things
for blessings, okay.
That is why today Unogbo breaks the KOLA in Irua, in ESAN as a whole. Because Irua is the first community to come to ESAN. And that is why Oba sent Amilele to go and defend his children when Ukukuruku wanted to come and eliminate them.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. This is a wonderful exposition. I'm so happy this thing that brought to the limelight. Because many of us, we're almost dwelling in ignorance about all these things. So I'm very happy about this now. So the next one I want to do now is this. If there's a gathering of the whole ESAN now,
Yes.
Irua, Ekme, Ekboma, Obiaja, Uromi, Uboa, Irua, and all that, and KOLA is brought. This is not king now. I mean the people now. What are the process that will be followed to break that KOLA, sir?
When any gathering in ESAN land, any gathering, any guest, those who are not any guests, any meeting, any gathering in ESAN, if an Irua man is there, an Irua man is to break the KOLA, following the tradition.
Thank you very much, sir. So I'm so happy with what you have just said now. You've already told us about the Irua aspect, that if the Iruas are in the gathering, that Unobo breaks the KOLA.
Yes.
Meaning, if it's now the whole ESAN now, Irua will not break the KOLA.
Yes.
Okay. Because the Oba gave the authority
order
from the narrative you have just brought down now.
Yes.
Yeah. But sir, right now we are observing that some clans, if they are gathered, or maybe KOLA is brought, they no longer mention Irua. What then is happening? What could be happening? What could be the reason for this, sir?
The argument is from some traditional rulers who are not cooperating with the Ogirua of Irua. They will be arguing, they will be saying a gazette, and they will be saying it's not gazetted, it's Okajesan is not your Irua is called Okajesan. That is, will not be enough for Irua to break the KOLA. They will be arguing with an Irua man. Then Irua will tell them they are following tradition. If a tradition is to be followed, they are to break the KOLA. Where they refuse an Irua man to break the KOLA, the occasion is no more blessed.
Okay. So whoever breaks KOLA not, it's on his own. It's on his own.
Irua cannot participate with the KOLA.
Okay, meaning if Irua is in the location now,
Yes.
and they are not acknowledged to break KOLA not,
Yes.
somebody else break that KOLA, they will not take part of the occasion, they will not eat of the KOLA not.
No, and
that occasion is not blessed.
It's no more blessed.
Okay, that's a very great one again. Thank you very much, sir. So, sir, I think the other one we may ask again is, what are the duties of chiefs to the king and the kingdom?
The duties of a king is very important. As I said, I am now running 93 years. A chief is responsible for the community, while also responsible for the onogi. A chief come to tell the community the message from the palace, from onogi. He will come and disseminate the news to the community. When the community also send a message, they will send the chief to come and tell onogi what they want. So a chief is off and on.
Intermediary between the two now.
Is between the community and the onogi, sending message, telling them the onogis, the palace message, also carry the message of the community to the palace. Okay. Then they also judge some traditional cases with the community. If there are traditional cases, the chiefs join the judges to decide the case. They also tell the community what is forbidden traditionally, what is forbidden and what is not forbidden. Okay. They also tell the communities how to do marriages, how to do burials. These are the functions of a chief in a community.
Oh, my chief, thank you very much, sir. I'm so happy for the opening of our eyes on the duties of chiefs. And I think everyone is beginning to pick one or two things from what we've been discussing here. So we wouldn't want to stress you too much. On the final note, sir, and I want you to give advice to the whole ESAN sons, daughters, ESAN chiefs, and ESAN king, based on what we have been doing now, like in the area of trying to segregate IRRUA, reduce IRRUA and all that.
Yeah.
I want to speak to the whole ESAN world now, from your own mind.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to speak, tell them now, sir. I want to hear.
Well, first of all, we thank God for everything. We are happy that there are traditional rulers. And we are also happy there are communities, both men and women. First of all the traditional rulers should unite. They should cooperate. They should not be discriminating themselves. They should be respecting themselves, giving respect to whom, giving honor to whom honor is due. The traditional rulers. We are looking at them. It is what they perform and what they do is what we, the subjects, will be doing. That is why their ruling is very important. We emulate them. What they do rightly is what the community taken as an example. That is why the traditional rulers should cooperate and speaking one voice and drawing one rope. Otherwise, if they do not do so, the communities will not be happy, and there must be disorders in the communities wherever we are. That is why the traditional rulers should cooperate, united well, and begin to pull one rope and speaking one voice. Then, coming to barriers. Barriers in ESAN is tradition. I see no reason why barriers should concern Christianity. Because so Christianity said they cannot do burials twice. That when somebody dies, he dies, finish. That is the end of the burial. It's not so traditionally. It may be if a man dies or woman, their children may not be grown up enough. Their children may have nothing at that time. They are very poor. Now that when they grow up and have something now with them, they can now call for burial, which the Christian now classified as a second burial. The church always disagree to say they are doing burial for the second time. It's not so, because those children were not grown up when their parents died. Their parents, the children have nothing by that time. But now they have grown up. They now have something. We dare not do burial of their parents. Yes. From there now, the Christian will step in to say it is a second burial, that it will not be done. So I see no reason why Christianity should interfere with burial. Burial is tradition.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Hi, Chief Obolo. My homie were one on Ojiewolo over. Was extra me display palace. So me gwa we fie so kwa. Iwo ke san egwane ho. Ota no re ebunu obusa.
Zaik Ogenabo Ogenupapa Oni Obogbuma Oyuma Pagbe Oyagbori Aboro Aweri Ale Ekefo Woto na oge Pagbu Anbasa Ogidegedege Odawo wa fe kan ge Orepo du fi doro Aba kaita ugbe no authority Amema momo Agbada wasa opia no mo nwa ohadewo bo na okuhia odewo bo na okuhia. Ohose eka ka okara da bia mo begba. Oru paro so dam o sa so kiri oda wele. Oni ka nya so no kian na jode no homodio. Aseka ka dudu. Akola fudi na agbo, idi akola fudi na agbo onu di dadoa. Ogbo bie ni we ho oda ro si gbupu kan. Ogenu popa. Esikale esiewe gbere. Ono gena khoro. Si kakabreka. Umialo nu rage me mamadu ire ga ye iwaki budu so nu edoto afọ akwadogwe. Ogenabo. Apepe mo ro no me bu wa ga dozo ro me bo. Agbidi awakwara zara ya bo. Oge no nabo. Osoro biodo ogibi alaba. O mini. Oge no kwa. Zak. Arenya tawuru gwa dade no babuga. Oge na wana elole. Ebare lo mo otama ya. O aka gambelo ba sikelo o se mo balo eye. Wa kitemo male odage. Wa dia ka guru wa rori e wan wom. Zak.
Yeah, that was a great one. You can see the great praises rendered towards the autonomy of Irua by the chief. So that was a great one. I think, yeah, this is purely a deep-rooted interview from the source itself. On a good note, I want to say a big thank you for all of you, to the chief, to the highnesses in this land, to the highness of Irua Kingdom. So on this note, we've come to the end of this great interview, and I know this interview is bound to raise so many dusts. If you feel what the chief have said is not correct, reach me. Tell us your own version of the story. What you feel is the truth, or what you feel he misses it. It shouldn't be a case of throwing stone from the side views or from the sideways. No, reach out to us, straighten it, give us the historical point, the historical truth, and we will all be better for it. On this note, I say a big thank you and goodbye. Your host, Sunday Ahimare Inegunese, Ego Studio, London, UK. Thank you and goodbye.